Whoa. What is up? Welcome to the Cone Zone. I have got a lot to cover tonight, so I need to get to this right away. Oh boy. Okay, for those who know me and have watched the show over the years, know that I come out here and piss on everything and everyone like an old senile Labrador retriever. I've also been told that I'm as negative as a Cokehead's checking account. Now, as true as this may seem, it's kind of hard not to be, as I've been noticing a very disturbing trend that is getting worse every day. Can somebody answer what in the hell has happened to customer service in our society? The death of customer service. Forgive me, but I have to throw my 2 cents in here. It appears to me the phrase "the customer's always right" seems to have been replaced with "that's not my job and let me transfer you to." When did this happen? Oh, it's an inside joke. Okay, for every notch up the command ladder, I'm witnessing an incompetent boob bigger than the previous. From my experience, one of the best places to find incompetence is at the Department of Motor Vehicles. Now, I know every comedian in existence has turned to the DMV for a cheap laugh, so I'll be brief. When my driver's license expires in November of 2014, I'm just going to abandon my car on the side of the road and walk everywhere versus going through the 8-hour motor vehicle nightmare. But who am I kidding? By the year 2014, the English-only line will be more extinct than a mid-condition Sergio Mendes Christmas 8-track tape. And speaking of English-only, can I please, just once, cruise through a fast food drive-through without having to slow down and repeat my order over and over like I'm talking to an infant? Is that possible, please? I recently went through a drive-through at a fast food restaurant which will remain nameless, McDonald's. I ordered a Chicken McNugget combo meal with a Coke. My total came to $6.15. I think she said $6.15, but who the hell knows? I pulled up to the first window and gave the illegal alien, wetback national citizen, a $10 bill. She gave me $1.60 and change. Yeah, shocking, I know. So after the change fiasco, I looked in my sack only to discover a Big Mac combo meal with a Sprite. Now, normally I don't complain, and I know mistakes happen, but it was 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was the only fucking car in line. So when I tapped on the window, Consuelo and her brown chiclets just stared at me with some dumbfounded expression on her face. Then, when the pop-marked Eddie Haskell, more piercings and brains manager came over to rectify the situation, he asked me, "Are you sure that's what you ordered?" I had to take a deep breath as I wanted to grab this little puke by his pencil neck and pull his scrawny ass through the window. When he did finally give me what I ordered, there wasn't as much as a "sorry about that," or "let me kick in a free cone because of my token," or even a "go to hell" before hawking a flamball in my fries. You know why? Sesame seed bun-face knows we're all sheep and will eventually all be back. In fancier sit-down restaurants, it's not much better. Most waitstaff know they're going to receive a tip from you no matter what. That's why instead of refilling your beverage of choice or checking on the temperature of your porterhouse, they take more smoke breaks than a graveyard shift porn store employee in Beverly Hills. Then after you pay the check, they give you the attitude and chase you down like a shotgun-toting Lyle and Eric Menendez when you don't leave a 40% tip. Which reminds me, the next server who sucks their teeth at me as I only left 20% on a 5% service is going to get their pepper mill stuffed so far up their ass, their friends can press their stomachs and use them as a sneeze gag at parties. It's not just the restaurant industry where the customer service sucks more than a jonesing crack hooker. Monster corporations carry this disease as well. During the online World Series ticket fiasco, Colorado Rockies president Jay Alvis said, "We're as frustrated and disappointed as the fans are." Yeah, well, that's just great, isn't it, Jay? Considering your seats are all reserved for all the World Series games, you uncaring asswad. Elvis then went on to pass the buck on external malicious attacks by hackers. Jesus, dude, if you're going to treat us like brain-dead call girls and bold-faced lie to us, buy us breakfast at least. I went to a Walmart a while back, and as I walked in the front door, I noticed the old geezer greeter was sleeping. Yeah, sleeping. I had no choice but to sprawl him all over the floor by kicking his nursing home legs out from underneath him. And as he tried to climb back up into his chair, I leaned over and said, "Hey, Rip Van Winkle, point me in the DVD section, you old clock-riding prick." When I received a cell phone discount through my current employer, it took 3 months, over 20 phone calls on my dime, and 10 different people to get my first bill right. Christ, no wonder Verizon has a network. That's how many fucking people you have to go through to get anything accomplished. The icing on this cake was when a supervisor called me a liar. How awesome is that? And just a side note about cell phone companies, yeah, they can pretty much spray diarrhea in your face as they realize if you cancel service early, they charge you a $50,000 early termination fee as you signed your name to the small print contract. But wait, here's another good one for you. When I had to get the brakes done on my car, I took it to a place which will also remain nameless, Just Brakes. For $99.88, you can get all your brake services done in one visit. Well, that's just great, isn't it? So when you show up, they make you sign a form that states you're going to pay over $100 no matter what. Then their catch kicks in. After this clip joint has all your car parts sprawled all over the garage, they call you back to show you what else is wrong with your brakes. You need this done, you need that done, you need another rod here, you need another bolt there. And since you can't comprehend a goddamn word, you just nod your head like you're trying to get out of a conversation with Larry King. Then the NASCAR pit reject walks you over to the calculator with that "I just porked an 18-year-old virgin cheerleader" grin on his face, where he starts pounding numbered keys like Bill Gates' tax accountant. That'll be $1,240. How would you like to pay for that? So after you say no, they put your car back together. When I left the shop, my brakes still squeal louder than Hannah Montana with Tourette syndrome, whose anal cherry's getting popped by John Holmes. That was a good one. Oh, that's a good line. I love that line. Great, so basically I paid a C note so some con artist grease monkey can play 52-part pickup. But I guess it is my fault. After all, I should have listened a little closer to the fast-talking legal mumbo-jumbo jockey at the end of the radio commercial. I especially love Just Brakes jingle at the end of their advertisements. "We really do care." I'm guessing if you really did care, then you'd KY that telephone pole before jamming it up my rectum. With technology advancing more and more every day, we've reached a point where good old-fashioned face-to-face, voice-to-voice insincerity is becoming a thing of the past. Now you can pay bills online by simply using your checking account's debit card. Perfect. So when your bank holds your payroll check for 10 business days, you'll get your cable shut off and a $30 penalty on top of it. So now you're forced to call the cable company to explain your situation. And instead of calling a human directly, you have to press so many phone menu option buttons it makes a South Central Los Angeles 911 operator cringe. And I love the caring pacifier line they throw at us as we're on hold for 30 minutes. "We know your time is valuable." Yeah, then how about hiring more than one out-of-the-country phone jockey per 20 pissed-off customers? So what's the problem with customer service nowadays? And for the record, I'm not buying the "people don't get paid enough to care" horse shit. I look at it this way. Without a proper education and being lazier than Kato Kalin on ecstasy during summer vacation, nobody deserves to make $500,000 a year for doing their meaningless jobs. It's not my fault the 30-year-old order taker at The Bell dropped out of school in the 10th grade and has 6 kids to feed. I don't care. So don't piss on me when I want to exchange my bean burrito that has so many onions my girlfriend has to sleep in the truck stop men's room urinal as it smells better than I do. So who's to blame? Yeah, there. So who's to blame for customer service ineptitude? I can't help thinking that society itself is to blame. As long as we continue to have parasites on this planet who think the world revolves around them, as they want everything yesterday, served on a silver platter and for free, customer service will continue to disappear faster than ring-dings at an AA meeting. So to all the wannabe Queen of Englands out there, do me and the other non-complaining patrons a favor. Sorry. The next time Domino's tells you that your pizza will be delivered, thank God we're not live. The next time Domino's tells you that your pizza will be delivered sometime within the hour because of the blizzard, and at the 46-minute mark, you're on the phone screaming how you want it for free or you'll sue, I hope out of karma you choke and die on your own vomit. Maybe in your next life you'll learn the concept of shit happens. Now there's no way in hell I could end the topic about the death of customer service without including the most despicable 911 call in the history of emergencies. Now you figure the one place where nobody should screw with customer service is 911, right? Well, check this out. A Waukegan, Texas woman called to have police dispatched to her residence to help assist with her out-of-control 12-year-old daughter. The 911 operator, Mike Forbes, thinking he's Jerry Seinfeld, responded with, quote, okay, do you want us to come over and shoot her? The only thing Improv Boy received was, for this unconscionable blast, was a letter of reprimand. I'm sorry, but anything but a termination here tells me that the inmates are now running the asylum. In my opinion, Mike's boss needs to grow a pair, use Mike as an example, and shit-can this parasite. But because we live in such a politically correct world, he can't do that, as some ambulance chaser would toss around discrimination lawsuits like feces in a high school special ed class. Mike's boss, I know, that was bad. Mike's boss, as well as many other bosses in the workforce, are nothing but a bunch of scared paper-pushing softies who just want to get through their 8-hour workday without dealing with any drama. So they turn a blind eye and let their rude, lazy shitheads continue to be rude, lazy shitheads, but to appear managerial, they call a meeting to see if they can make working conditions miserable for their rude, lazy shitheads and hope their rude, lazy shitheads will quit on their own. And if that doesn't work, they transfer them to third shift and forget about them. That's an inside joke for you. If all else fails, they call their competitors and tell them what a great employee they have and pray they steal them away. That's my take, but then again, what the hell do I know? Tonight, let's take you out live right now where our friends Love 45 are playing out. So let's take you that when we come back from that. Colorado's most controversial comedian, Robert Mateer. 5, take it away. Okay, stay with me. Coming back. Coming back.
Now I know why you don't dance.
Yeah, it's an ugly sight. All right, ready? Give it up for Love 45. Tonight we are joined by a true Cone Zone legend. He used to do the show all the time when we were on before. His new CD, You're da Bomb. I don't know what camera we can get this shot of this on. It doesn't matter. He'll probably get it anyway. Would you help me welcome back to the Cone Zone, Colorado's most controversial comedian, my brother, Robert Mateer. The death of customer service.
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
I think one thing you didn't touch on very much, you touched on a little bit, is just plain greed from the corporations. Mm-hmm. That's what it boils down to. Because the whole, with Bush and the whole, we got to get rid of all the illegals, it's nothing more than a smokescreen from the war. Because the last thing all the corporations want is for you to get rid of their illegals.
Right.
Because they're making an absolute fortune off of these people.
Right. Well, they're working for peanuts.
Yeah, if you deport Pablo, who's cleaning rooms at your Las Vegas Hilton at $6 a day or an hour.
Mm-hmm. A day?
Well, it's
basically
that's
what it
outsourcing there, but The last thing you want is to get rid of Pablo and bring in God knows who, and you have to pay him $15, $20 an hour a day. So when the government, I know the president came forward a few months back, and he said, well, no one else wants to do the kind of jobs of cleaning rooms and making fast food. That's not true. The fact is that corporations don't want to pay the money, pay the white people and the black people the money, or the American Mexicans the money to do those jobs.
Right.
So that's why that whole thing was just a smokescreen. Nothing's going to happen to the illegals. Don't worry.
No.
But customer service, that's the main thing, is the greed. I always say good customer service is tougher to find than a thin Elvis impersonator. It's impossible. By the way, which camera am I on here? This one here?
You're on
I want
right
to send a challenge out to everybody, all 6 of you watching, and all five of you that buy this DVD. I want to put a challenge out to you right now. If you see a fat Elvis impersonator, I want you to shoot him in the fucking head, and I'll give you $1,000 for each one of them. How does that sound? I'll put my signature in print on that. That is annoying. I'm a fat tub of shit. So yeah, I'll put on some glasses and fake sideburns. I'll go out and make some money. You bunch of faggots. Oh, I can't stand it.
Well, how about our mother was in Vegas, or she was somewhere recent. Vegas, I think it was.
It was in Vegas, yeah.
And the Elvis impersonator that was standing out.
Well, they hired him on, and whenever you tried to take a picture of him, he turned away. So you couldn't take his picture unless you paid.
But if you gave him $5, he'll stand there and
the actual Elvis will stand with you and take a picture with you, but this fat fuck who's probably a truck driver, the other 40 hours out of the week.
Yeah, exactly. The fry cook, you got to pay him to get your picture taken with him. What is this crap? Unreal.
Customer service. And now all the corporations guarantee everything, and it's a money-back guarantee. But guess what? Getting your money back is absolutely impossible. Because, first of all, we recently bought a couple of Hondas, 2 brand new Hondas within the span of 3 months. So Honda gave us this coupon for a door ding, or any kind of a dent, one free dent within 3 months. They'll knock it out for free. So guess what? Someone door dings one of the cars, like the first month we have it, brings the car back, and, oh, I'm sorry, the coupon doesn't cover that kind of a dent. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't read the finer print underneath the fine print here that says, that says it has to happen on a Wednesday between 1 and 3 p.m.
A full moon.
On the passenger side back door. I mean, corporations now in America have gotten so cocky that they know that we're going to buy it no matter what.
Well, sure.
And if we go to try and return it, well, good luck, because we'll pass you on from drone to drone. Yep. You'll talk to somebody in God knows where, Egypt or Jordan or wherever they're outsourcing these people at now, and you're never going to see your money back. You have to provide a stool sample, a retina scan, and you'll have to provide DNA, and then you have to fill out 16 pieces of paperwork and mail it to this address, and it just gets to the point where you just throw your hands up in the air and say, screw it, I'll keep the goddamn thing,
Well, another one I like is we'll give you a 10% off coupon for something. 10%? Christ, you're paying 8% in tax. What the hell is good 10%?
But you have to spend more than $60 at McDonald's to get the 10% off. And if it's a McDonald's attached to a gas station, they don't go by the same rules. There is no such thing as deals anymore.
It's all loopholes.
We bought a brand new washer and dryer Maytag, the Neptune, and the guy at the Maytag store actually said, you can't get this anywhere else cheaper, because all the corporations, all the companies that sell this item have signed an agreement saying it's a no-compete clause. So if they're selling for $999, you can't sell it for $998. Everybody sells them for the same price. So there is no such thing as a deal anymore.
Right.
All the corporations have gotten together and they said, you know what, we can all make more money if we all agree not to undercut each other. And that's what they all do in every aspect of everything.
Yeah.
And people have to realize, my philosophy in life now is, as positive as this sounds, my philosophy is, your life is a distant second behind money. If you can keep that in mind, because people keep saying, well, what about human life? Yeah. There's billionaires out there that would give all of our lives for a nickel each right now, not even think twice about it.
Sure.
So if you can put that in perspective, you'd be fine. it's all about money. It's all about greed.
Yep.
It's not, it used to be back in the day, we'll give you a quality product, give us a quality amount of money. Now it's like, how bad can we screw these guys, and how fast can we do it? And how fast can we cut the tie after we do it to them?
Yeah.
We bought a house 5 years ago. It was like I forget, after the first year, it's like a warranty. So we had some minor things. There was like wood underneath the carpet because, the legal didn't bother sweeping before they laid the carpet down. And that's the thing too, is the people that built the framing of our house were illegals. Because the girlfriend speaks Spanish. We actually stopped, we'd go see the house every 2 weeks, and the girlfriend talked to them in Spanish. They're like, we're making $6 an hour. They don't have gloves, they don't have tape measures.
Oh my God.
So,
working 12 hours a day.
So we had a list of warranty things. These things were stripping. There's lumps underneath the carpet. So the guy who I talked to, he was like a middle management guy. It was like 6 months to try to get a hold of him to come out and do this warranty work after it expired. And he kept blowing me off. I actually had to threaten to sue to get my warranty work done. And then he mentioned to me he had a family emergency. I said, I don't care.
Yeah.
So he comes out by himself with a can of paint and a hammer, So he's pounding on these things underneath the carpet, thinking that, dude, the wood isn't going to disintegrate into sawdust. You got to pull the carpet up and do it right. But these guys get kickbacks basically for ignoring or blowing all the people off.
Well, if he blows you off long enough, the warranty will expire, and then when you go in and say, well, here's my, it's expired. I'm sorry, it expired last Friday. We can't help you. Well, it's like when we got our house, we got our new carpet in, the cable guys came out for Dish Network, and they put the cable across the carpet. They put it across the top of the carpet. And I didn't see it because I was off doing other things, and she was at work. And so I get down there. The guy's like, all right, I'm taking off. We're going to, all right, fine. How's it look? Great. I took their word for it. So I go downstairs, and there's this wire across the carpet. And she calls me at work. Did you look at this before? And I know, I was doing other things. I've trusted them. It looked like a dorm room. I mean, are you kidding me?
We had DirecTV come out like a month ago and hook up HD, and they left a huge wire hanging in the garage. And, I was like, am I supposed to tie this into a noose and hang myself, or what? I mean, what's the purpose? You guys can't put a couple of nails in there and attach it to the basement ceiling? I mean, I had a girl. This is a funny story. What came in my eye? This is a funny story. I had a girl. Thank you. I went to return a TV at Best Buy. Actually, it wasn't Best Buy.
She's got a story like that, too.
And, these kids now, they have, of course, the girl behind the counter is 12, the customer service counter, right? And she's
all hickied out.
Yeah, hasn't even gotten her boobs yet. But. So I'm trying to return this TV, and now everyone's got a cell phone, right? So I'm standing, so she's doing this. She's like, so she's checking like her messages or something while she's talking to me. So she's like, well, what you need to do is explain to me why you're returning this TV so we can fill out the correct paperwork. So I said, well, two can play this game. So I took out my cock and started checking my foreskin while I was giving my response. Well, I want to return the TV. Oh, that's not good. That's getting bigger. That's getting bigger. That sore wasn't there. That sore was not there last week. Return the TV because I don't need it because I watched the Super Bowl with it and now I want to return it. You incompetent cunt. So I got back at her, but it very rarely happens that way. Customer service is just a joke.
It's brutal.
You should have seen the look on her face.
I've seen that look.
After she quit laughing.
But, oh my God, I lost my train of thought. I mean, everywhere you turn, and like I brought it up in the opening, you can't talk to anybody in person anymore. You have to dial. You have to hit so many menu option buttons, and by that time, you forget why the hell you called to begin with.
Oh, yeah, that's just that is this country. That is the purest, undiluted form of this country, of the corporations of this company, telling you they don't care about give a rat's ass about your service.
No.
About your items. When they send you to India to talk to, my name is John. How can I help you? And his accent's thicker than Janet Jackson when she's not on tour, you know. It's just unbelievable. On the CD, I bought some Dell computers. I spent like $3,000 with these people. And I'm talking, I'm thinking, am I buying a computer here or a camel? I mean, come on. And I'm trying to be polite. I want the scanner printer. Didn't you drive me to the airport the other day? Jeez, I'm not buying a carpet. So you just do the best you can.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as anti-suing I am, that's happened to me twice where I had to threaten to sue.
Yeah.
Basically, to get what I wanted, to get what they promised me.
Yeah.
You know,
go ahead.
It's not me being a dick. It's just you guys promised me this, and you're not coming through for me. So now I have to threaten to sue. I got to take time out of my day to call a lawyer and ask him what I have to do to get my service done for me.
Well, I've noticed too, because like I said, we just bought a house this year too, and you've got to get literally everything in writing.
Oh, everything.
You have got to get everything in writing, because if you don't have that, one little slip up, one little loophole, and if you don't have it in writing, you're dead in the water. You're screwed.
Yeah. And our HOA, our HOA where we live, God bless the suburbs.
Oh, I see. That's one of the things that we said we are absolutely not going to do.
It's good for some things. Like I said, you don't want people putting cars on their lawns and couches on their porches. Sorry. But recently, a couple of weeks ago, you're not allowed to park a car in front of your house for overnight. So if you have friends over that show up unannounced, you got to squeeze 18 cars into your driveway or something, you know. So someone parked their car in front of our house overnight one night, and they sent us a ticket saying, if you do this again, we're going to fine you. It wasn't even our car. So I told the girlfriend, let them try it. I'll send it back to them and tell them to show up their ass and set fire to it. That's
what I told her too. We had a thing, when we first moved in, we were working on the house. We basically gutted the house, redid it from scratch. So we were staying at my downtown apartment. So we had weeds, about maybe ankle high. We got one of those too from the city of Aurora, Colorado, saying if you don't cut your weeds, we're going to fine you. And I told her, she's like, we got to play by the rules. I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. They're not going to tell us we can and can't do in our own yard. Let me at them.
Aurora, the worst crime in the entire state, and
they're worried about a weed. You got to be kidding me. Get out of here. Yeah, weeds, yeah. Weed, yeah, I should probably preface that.
So how about them Broncos, huh? Which camera am I on? Another thing, too.
You're on 3.
Britney Spears. If you have a chance to meet Britney Spears, you want to shoot her in the fucking head, I'll give you $1,000. That bitch. Oh, I can't stand her. You know what she does? A lot of people don't know this. She calls up the paparazzi and tells them where she's going to be throughout that day. She gives them like a what do they call it?
Notarized.
Yeah, she tells them
listing. Itinerary. That's it.
Yeah, so she tells them where she's going to be.
God.
So they can follow her around. So that these things that she's doing right now where she's cussing at them and being goofy to them, and she's telling them where she's going to be so they can constantly follow her around.
Wow. Well, I said it last week. I said we got to just put her out of her misery already. I am so sick of hearing about Britney Spears. I can't take it anymore.
Too bad I'm not in a death pool because she'd be...
Exactly. Put her out of all of our miseries. I cannot take it anymore.
How about those Denver Broncos, huh? The last time I seen somebody suck that bad was when I made Terry Schiavo give me a salty, sloppy one right before they pulled her food tube. The last thing she ate was me. What's that?
Did someone get $1,000 from me last Christmas from the Broncos?
What happened?
For shooting them in the head?
Oh, see. The Broncos, you see their helmets at the end of the year last year? They had more numbers back there than a bingo board, you know? This guy died, this is my number, this guy got killed this year, this guy... I mean,
this is my endorsement, my logo.
Christmas.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible.
That's another thing we can talk about too real quick.
Yeah, we'll talk, we got about 10 more minutes. We'll talk about whatever you want.
The local, we had 2 shootings here in Colorado recently. One guy in a club downtown flashes a gang sign to someone. The guy comes back at the Lodo and shoots him and kills him. His parents come on TV. Oh, he was the greatest guy in the world. He was an angel. And they find out that he was flashing gang signs. So they get together for a candlelight vigil at the location. And they're selling T-shirts for $20 each to, I guess, to bury him or something. I don't know. But one of the girls who's walking by buys one of the T-shirts, takes it home, and her roommate or something says, "Why are you wearing that T-shirt for?" She's like, "What? This guy died. I'm supporting it." He's flashing the West Side gang sign on that T-shirt. And then 2 weeks later, like it was a 12-year-old girl gets shot through the door, right through the head. And then the TV, they found out on her MySpace page that she was flashing West Side gang signs on her MySpace page. All I'm saying is, wouldn't it be refreshing for one parent to come out and say, my kid was kind of a fuck up. He probably deserved it, actually.
We didn't get any material to show up.
Yeah, he gets one of us to show up.
I came up with
Well, Darren Williams the same way, the Denver Bronco.
Oh,
he had all those gang ties, and then after he dies, his mom comes out and, he was the greatest boy. I don't know what could have happened.
And the same thing, they showed his MySpace page, and his buddy's flashing
he's got fanny money, and he's got rings on every finger.
I
And
mean,
are you kidding me? You think we're that stupid?
And the kid that died in the Lodo thing, they're saying he probably wasn't a gang member. I probably believe him. What's that saying? If you want to run with the dogs, you can't piss like a puppy.
Yeah.
If you want to flash gang signs in public, there's a good chance someone's probably going to put a hole in you.
Yeah.
And spread your cranium out throughout the land. So, I mean, all I want is one parent to come out and say, yeah, he was kind of a dick.
Yeah, he deserved what he got.
It's amazing. Every person that dies, we're just the greatest person in the world. It makes me wonder if at Hitler's funeral, he was such a... Sure, he killed a few Jews, but he was loyal to his wife, and he loved the kids. And I mean, it would be so refreshing to have one person.
But you know what? That'll never happen because most people they're such attention seeking. It's all about me. That you'll never have that. You got to feel sorry for me. It's all about me. They'll never admit that they're screw up as parents.
Oh,
ever.
Exactly. That's the reason why they do it.
Oh, for sure.
Because if the kid's a screw up, well, the kid was a blank chalkboard when you had him, so you obviously fill his head full of crap.
Right. Well, like one of my crew members, Daniel, we work with a woman. She has 9 kids, okay? 9 freaking kids, and every single one of them has either been in jail or been in trouble with the law. Every single one of them. Now, what's the old saying? Shit rolls downhill? I mean, put it together.
Well, Dwayne Dog Chapman, Sean Kemp, and Travis Henry combined have like 27 kids by like 20 different women. I mean...
Well, now the running back for the Broncos is Travis Henry. Oh, Travis Henry. Okay.
I got 2 words for you. Which camera am I on? I got 2 words for you. Malicious castration.
Or I got one word for you. Condoms.
I was telling my girlfriend,
My God.
Travis Henry can afford to get fixed. The day after the season's over, why don't you go and get fixed? You can blow your seat all over wherever you want.
All over town.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's incredible. No brains at all.
How was your Christmas?
Great. How was yours?
Fantastic.
How was your Christmas?
I'm Jewish.
You're what?
I'm Jewish.
I couldn't tell.
Are you really?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
Can I ask you a question? Do you think Jesus spins in his grave because on the day of his birth, instead of putting a candle and a cake blowing out in his honor, we all gather around a fake tree and ponder what a fictional fat fuck in a red suit brought us instead? See, the joke there was Jesus spinning in his grave because Jesus allegedly was brought off the cross and crawled out of his grave.
What?
I think it's his gift side.
Jason's the son of a preacher. He gets it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm listening.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. It was a good Christmas, though. Another white Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do? But talk about customer service. Try going Christmas shopping around 22nd, 23rd of December. Oh, my God, there's more ill will out there than anything you'll ever see.
Well, the company I work for, I don't want to say who it is, but they made like $256 million last year. And it's the same thing. You mentioned you don't pay me enough to care. Is that true? I mean, can we pay someone a certain amount, enough money to say, okay, if you don't care from here on out, then we're going to fire you and bring someone else to take your place? How much can we pay you for you to care?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Well, you know, my real job, I get paid pretty decently for what I do.
Well, passing out blowjobs. I mean, it depends if you use your teeth or not.
But I mean, I think it depends on the situation. You know, $20 an hour at Burger King, no. You know,
What's sad is Burger King,
$80,000 a year for a teacher, yes.
what's sad is Burger King could pay their employees $20 an hour and still make $1 billion a year. Yeah, but it's all about greed.
Yeah.
And I don't know. What else?
What else is on your list?
Let's see.
He's got a list between his legs.
I have Broncos, Christmas.
What about speaking of the Christmas? What about the Santas I brought it up last week who can't say ho 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 anymore?
That's just unbelievable.
Is that incredible?
And they're also slimming down Santa because, God forbid if your fat fucking kid should see Santa and say, well, it's his fault.
Yeah.
It's all about, that's another thing too, is everybody's so happy and the whole PC thing, and the guy's fiction.
Holiday icon. You're not even allowed to call him Santa anymore. You're right. Holiday icon now. Are you kidding me?
You can't dress in scary costumes on Halloween.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. What?
Well, eventually it's all just going to implode on itself.
Oh, sure.
I'm not sure when it's going to end or how it can
Well,
end.
hopefully soon, because something's got to change. Something's got to change.
And if somebody wants which camera am I on here?
Liberal conservative instead of
If somebody wants my CD, you can email me at robertmatir.
Where are we at? There it is.
robertmatir@msn.com. I'll send you a free copy.
Speaking of political correctness.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, this is as far from political correctness as you're going to find. You get that? Can you get a shot of that? You get a shot of that. I don't know how close you want to get. This is kind of a family show. Is he going to get that? There it is. Look at that. How wrong is that?
history behind this. This is actually a CD done in the studio because it's so controversial that you can't do this live without getting lynched. So I had to go into the studio and actually do it. I was banned from the Comedy Works twice in 6 months trying to do some of this material. So.
Comedy Works. It's a comedy club. You're not allowed to...
But, going back to money, though, it's the same thing.
Oh, sure.
I wasn't getting enough asses in the seats. You can be the most unfunny person in the world. If you can get 25, 30 people to show up, they'll have you on every other week.
Yeah.
So everything revolves around, absolutely everything revolves around money now. Absolutely everything. You can point to anything.
Yeah. Well, it's always been like that, and you know what?
It's always been that way, but it's even worse.
And it's gonna get worse the more we go. It's gonna get even worse. Anything else you want to say before we kick it out to Love 45 one more time, and then we'll come back and do some captions?
Anal satisfaction.
Words to live by. Once again, let's take you out to Love. Let's take you out to Love 45, and when we come back, we'll do some captions. You gonna hang out?
All right.
You'll hang out. Come back, we'll do some captions. All right, and we'll go right into it. That's awesome. That's so sick.
All you were missing was Kelly.
My foreskin. God, that was so sick.
Good job, man.
Oh my God, I was crying.
You forgot to say family friendly.
Do what?
Your show is family friendly.
Oh, family friendly? Not that one. Okay. All right.
Sorry, buddy. I thought it was the break.
Huh? Oh, no, we're going to do these, and then we'll take a quick minute, and then we'll wrap up the last one with Mr. Kelly. This is going to be a good one. Okay, we still on? No? Oh. Oh, God, that was so good. That was so good. that's right. Love 45, they are my buds.
And we want to thank Three Doors Down for taking care of them. Which camera am I on? Yes. We want to thank you, Three Doors Down, for taking care of them. Keep on singing those National Guard commercials, you bunch of pussies.
Captions, if you have a Cone Zone caption that you want me to read on the air, send them to conezonetv@q.com.
A Q? Does that
Q.
stand for queer?
That stands for queer. Queer eye for the straight guy. At q.com. My first one reads, oh, and if I read them on the air, yours, I'll get you a t-shirt. Mine reads...
At $12 shipping and handling, right?
Exactly.
That's another thing, too.
That's the catch.
Oh, yeah. I got this free t-shirt for $17 shipping and handling. Yeah. Thanks. Button your shirt, your heart's going to fall out.
The first one, here we see what's left of the Denver Public Schools music program. It's the only one in the room that got that. Okay, we'll pass these on down the line. All right, we kind of have to fly through these. Okay, now read the bottom line of the eye chart, Mr. Smartass. Okay, here we got to get a good one on that one. Fifth grader Brian Walsh makes it perfectly clear that it's his turn to swing on the swing set. Oh, here you go. Customer service. Here's a good one for you. Oh, this is pretty wrong. All right. Yes, I'll take a number 7 combo meal with a Sprite and a big floppy McTit to go. That'll be all. There you go.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
That's customer service.
Is that Chick-fil-A? Oh, my God. That is brutal.
Damn it, I meant to say not guilty. Not guilty! Now, that's the very first headline I ever ran in the year 2000. Okay, I've heard, what camera are we on? There it is. I've heard of getting screwed over by your coach before, but this is ridiculous. New, oh boy, new from the first ever lesbian microbrewery, Lick a Lotopus Ale. Wow. Yeah. Okay, hello, front desk. Hello, front desk. My pay-per-view movie, Sex in the Shitty. I mean, Shrek 3 still hasn't clicked on. Yes. Yes, I know it hurts, man, but please fill out the 5-page insurance form and wait patiently in the waiting room as the doctor will be in to see you within the hour.
Oh, my God.
And finally, the centerpiece has arrived for Gloria Allred's annual Thanksgiving dinner. That is the show for tonight. I want to thank Love 45 and Colorado's most controversial comedian, Robert Mateer. Next week, we're going to talk about when I worked in a porn shop with Mr. Kelly Florendo. You may want to put the kids to bed. That's it. Later.